Hi, I'm Dr. Julian Vance. Imagine a life where distractions no longer control you, where every minute is spent on what truly matters, and where your days are filled with focus, purpose, and achievement. This book isn't about working harder. It's about taking control of your time, your energy, and your life. Learn how to eliminate the chaos, build habits that empower you, and master the skills that turn ordinary minutes into extraordinary results. By the end, you won't just manage your time, you'll own it. Every moment becomes an opportunity, every choice becomes a step toward freedom, and every day becomes a victory. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Truth About Time. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Once a second passes, it's gone forever. You can lose money and make it again. You can lose friends and meet new ones. But the time you waste? It never returns. Every day, every hour, every minute is a piece of your life that you trade away, and what you trade it for defines who you become. Most people don't realize this. They treat time like it's endless, like they have a lifetime of tomorrows waiting for them. They say, "I'll start tomorrow, I'll chase my dream next year," or "I'll get serious when I have more time." But the truth is, tomorrow isn't promised, and time never waits for anyone. Think about how many times you've said, "Where did the day go?" That's not just a question. It's a warning. Time slips away quietly when we're not paying attention. Imagine your time like a bank account. Every morning, life deposits 86,400 seconds into it. You can spend them however you want, but at the end of the day, the account resets to zero. There are no savings, no refunds, and no carryovers. What you didn't use is gone forever. Successful people understand this truth. They don't waste time, they invest it. They see time as their greatest asset, and that's why they live with purpose. Look at someone like Elon Musk, who manages multiple companies at once. Or athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, who spend hours each day perfecting their craft. These people aren't more talented than everyone else. They just respect time more. They know that the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one is how you use your hours. The same 24 hours that make one person rich, healthy, and fulfilled can make another person lazy, tired, and stuck. The difference isn't the amount of time, it's what you do with it. Think about how often we waste time without realizing it. Scrolling through social media for just a few minutes that turn into an hour. Watching one more episode that makes us sleep late. Saying yes to things we don't care about. Every small distraction adds up, and before we know it, we've given away days, weeks, or even years to things that didn't matter. If you add up every wasted hour, you might realize you've lost months of your life. And for what? Time is life. When you waste time, you're wasting life itself. Every minute you spend doing something that doesn't move you forward takes away from something that could have made you better, stronger, or happier. That's why you must start treating your time like gold, because it is. You protect your money, your house, your phone, but do you protect your hours? Do you guard your time like it's sacred? Because it is. Let's be honest. Most people don't lose their dreams because of big failures. They lose them because of small distractions, repeated every day. They get lost in the noise, in comfort, in routines that kill their focus. And one day, they wake up realizing they've spent years running in circles. Don't let that be you. There's a story about a man who asked a successful mentor for the secret to success. The mentor said, "Go home, write down how you spend every hour of your day, and come back tomorrow." The next day, the man returned with his list. The mentor looked at it and said, "You already have your answer. If you change how you spend your time, you'll change your life." That's how simple it is. And yet, how few people actually do it. Ask yourself, what if you treated your time like the most expensive thing you own? Would you still waste hours on things that don't grow you? Would you still give it away to people who drain your energy or situations that bring no value? You can't control how much time you get in life, but you can control how you use it. That's where your power is. Start small. Look at your day and ask, did I use my time or did time use me? Every day, choose one thing that matters and do it with full focus. If you waste one less hour today, that's one more hour toward your dream. That's how progress starts. Not with giant leaps, but with small, daily choices that respect your time. Time doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't wait until you feel ready. It keeps moving, second by second. The question is, are you moving with it? Or are you letting it pass by while you stand still? The most successful people aren't the ones with more time. They're the ones who learned how to control it. They take responsibility for every moment. They don't say, "I don't have time." They say, "I make time." And that's what you need to learn, to make time for what truly matters. Because at the end of your life, you won't regret the things you didn't buy. You'll regret the time you didn't use wisely. You'll regret the hours you gave to fear, to laziness, to meaningless distractions. But if you start valuing your time today, you'll look back one day and feel proud. Proud that you didn't waste your life. Proud that you controlled your time. Time is the foundation of everything great. The dream you want, the body you want, the peace you want, all of it requires time. So use it wisely. Every day you wake up is a new chance, a new deposit of hours waiting to be turned into something meaningful. Don't let them fade. Every moment matters. Control your time, and you'll control your life. Chapter 2. Eliminate time thieves. Every dream you have needs time to grow. But here's the truth. Most people never reach their dreams, not because they're lazy or not smart enough, but because they let others steal their time. Every distraction, every unnecessary task, every wasted hour is like a thief quietly taking pieces of your future. And the worst part? Most of us invite those thieves in without even realizing it. Let's talk about them, the time thieves. They don't wear masks or sneak into your house. They live inside your phone, your habits, and sometimes even in the people around you. You might think you're in control of your time, but if you're not careful, these thieves can run your life. The first and most common thief is distraction. It looks small, harmless, even fun. You tell yourself, "I'll just check my phone for a minute," and suddenly, an hour is gone. Notifications, social media, endless scrolling. They're designed to trap your attention. Every tap, every scroll keeps you hooked because someone somewhere is profiting from your distraction. Think about it. If you spend 3 hours a day scrolling, that's over 45 days a year gone. 45 days you could have used to learn, grow, build, or rest. The next thief is procrastination. It whispers, "You can do it later." But later never comes. This thief is sneaky because it makes you feel safe, like you have more time. You push important things aside for comfort, but comfort kills progress. The more you delay, the heavier the task becomes. One day, you'll look back and realize that all the tomorrows you were waiting for have turned into yesterdays. Another thief hides behind people. Some people lift you higher, others drain you. Be honest, do you have people in your life who waste your energy? The ones who always complain, gossip, or pull you into negativity. These are emotional time thieves. You walk away from them feeling empty instead of inspired. Learn to protect your peace. Not everyone deserves your time. The people you allow into your life shape your future. Choose those who push you forward, not those who hold you back. Then there's perfectionism, the thief that makes you think nothing is ever good enough. You keep waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling. But perfection doesn't exist. It's just a form of delay dressed as productivity. While you wait for everything to be perfect, someone else with less talent but more action is already living your dream. And don't forget overcommitment. Saying yes to everything is a silent time killer. You can't do it all. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does. Your energy isn't unlimited. Your focus isn't endless. You must learn to say no with confidence and protect your time like it's treasure, because it is. Let's be real. Sometimes the biggest thief isn't outside you. It's you. Your habits, your choices, your comfort zones. Every time you pick the easy thing over the important thing, you're stealing from your future self. You're robbing yourself of growth, success, and peace. Think about how many times you've said, "I don't have time," when really, time was there, just buried under distractions. The key to eliminating time thieves is awareness. You can't change what you don't notice. Start by paying attention to where your hours go. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I do with my time today? Did I spend it or waste it? You'll be shocked at how much time leaks away without you realizing it. Once you see it, you can fix it. Try this. For one day, write down everything you do in every hour. Be honest. No filters. Then look at it and ask yourself, did this move me closer to the person I want to become? You'll quickly see who and what are stealing your time. That's your wake-up call. Start cutting small thieves first. Maybe it's turning off notifications. Maybe it's unfollowing accounts that waste your focus. Maybe it's spending less time with negative people. Each small change gives you back a little piece of your time and a little more control over your life. Remember, you can't fight time thieves by doing more. You fight them by doing less but better. Don't fill your day with noise. Fill it with purpose. When you stop wasting time on what doesn't matter, you'll have more time for what does: your health, your goals, your family, your peace. Here's a truth that might sting. Most people know what's stealing their time, but they don't stop it because it's comfortable. Comfort is the biggest thief of all. It tricks you into thinking you're fine when you're actually falling behind. But comfort never leads to growth. You grow when you say, "Enough. I'm done wasting my life." Take control. Your time is like a garden. If you don't protect it, weeds, distractions, negativity, excuses will take over. Pull them out daily. Guard your focus. Water what matters. You'll be amazed at how much you can grow when you stop letting thieves steal your sunlight. Think about how powerful you'd be if you reclaimed just 2 hours a day from distractions. 2 hours a day is 14 hours a week. That's nearly 30 full days in a year. 30 days you could use to change your body, learn a skill, build a dream, or rest and recharge. The time is already there. You just have to take it back. You deserve to live with clarity, not chaos. You deserve to feel in control, not rushed and overwhelmed. But that won't happen by accident. It happens when you start choosing your time instead of letting others choose it for you. Every time you say no to a time thief, you're saying yes to your future. So from now on, guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. You only get one life, and every moment counts. Don't let distractions steal your dreams. Don't let people drain your energy. Don't let habits waste your hours. You have goals to reach, potential to fulfill, and a future to build. Protect it fiercely. Eliminate your time thieves, and take back your life. Chapter 3. The Power of Saying No. One of the hardest things you'll ever learn is how to say no. Most people spend their lives overwhelmed, tired, and stretched too thin, not because they don't have enough time, but because they keep saying yes to everything and everyone. They say yes to things they don't want to do, yes to people who drain them, and yes to distractions that pull them away from what truly matters. And over time, they lose control of their life, their focus, and their peace. Saying no is not about being rude. It's about being honest, with yourself and with others. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that could change your life. When you say yes to people who waste your time, you say no to your own goals. When you say yes to every invitation, every favor, every extra task, you're giving away pieces of your life that you'll never get back. Most people don't say no because they fear disappointment. They want to please others, to be liked, to avoid conflict. But trying to make everyone happy will eventually make you unhappy. You can't be everything for everyone. You're not supposed to be. The truth is, every yes has a cost. Every time you say yes, you're spending your time, your focus, and your energy. And those are limited. You only have so much to give, so you must learn to give it wisely. Think about it. When you look at the most successful and peaceful people in the world, they all have one thing in common. They are not afraid to say no. They say no to distractions, no to drama, no to opportunities that don't align with their purpose. Steve Jobs once said, "It's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important." That's how focus works. Not by doing more, but by removing what doesn't matter. Imagine you have a jar. You can fill it with only a few big stones and some sand. The big stones are your priorities, your health, your goals, your dreams, your loved ones. The sand is all the small, unimportant things, random requests, meaningless tasks, other people's opinions. If you fill your jar with sand first, there's no room for the big stones. But if you put the big stones in first, the sand can fit around them. That's how your life should be. Put the important things first, and learn to say no to the rest. Let's say someone asks you to hang out when you've planned to work on your goal. You might feel bad saying no. You might worry they'll think you're rude or distant. But here's the truth. If they truly care about you, they'll understand. Real friends respect your time. People who get angry when you set boundaries are usually the ones who benefited from you not having any. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It means you value your time enough to protect it. It means you care about your energy enough to guard it. You can't help anyone if you're constantly exhausted and scattered. When you say no to others, you're saying yes to your focus, your goals, your peace of mind. You're saying yes to becoming the best version of yourself. Think about how many times you've said yes out of guilt. You didn't want to, but you didn't want to look selfish. Here's something powerful. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you strong. Selfishness is when you take everything from others. Strength is when you protect what's yours so you can give your best when it truly matters. Start practicing it in small ways. Say no to one thing today that doesn't help you grow. Maybe it's a conversation that drains you. Maybe it's scrolling on your phone when you could be reading or learning. Maybe it's doing a favor that takes hours of your time while your own goals sit undone. Every time you say no to something that doesn't align with your purpose, you create space for something that does. You'll feel uncomfortable at first. That's normal. You've probably spent years saying yes to please others. But discomfort is the price of growth. The first few times you say no, your mind will try to make you feel guilty. Don't listen. That guilt is just an old habit trying to survive. Remember, you're not rejecting people, you're protecting your priorities. Let's use an example. Imagine a builder working on a house. He has limited materials and time. If he keeps saying yes to everyone who asks him to build something else, a fence here, a wall there, a random bench, he'll never finish his own house. That's how life works. Every yes that doesn't serve your purpose takes time away from building your own dream. Learn to say no with kindness, but firmness. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. I can't right now. I'm focusing on something important. That doesn't fit my schedule. These are powerful phrases. You're not being cold, you're being clear. Clarity is respect, both for yourself and for others. Here's another truth. Not every opportunity is meant for you. Some doors are distractions dressed as chances. You'll know this when something feels forced, when it doesn't align with your values or goals. The more you learn to say no to what's not right, the faster you'll attract what is. Every time you protect your time, you raise its value. People start to respect you more when they see that your time matters to you. When you say no, you're also teaching the world how to treat you. If you always say yes to things you don't want, people will keep expecting it. But when you start setting boundaries, you send a clear message. My time is important. That's how you earn respect, not by pleasing everyone, but by respecting yourself. The more you say no, the lighter your life becomes. You'll have fewer obligations, less stress, and more room to breathe. You'll finally have time for the things that fill you with purpose, learning, growing, creating, resting. You'll find yourself calmer, clearer, and more focused. Don't be afraid to lose people when you start saying no. You'll lose the wrong ones, but you'll make space for the right ones. People who respect your choices and support your growth. You'll lose chaos and gain clarity. You'll lose guilt and gain power. Every yes should come from your heart, not from fear or guilt. Before saying yes, ask yourself, is this helping me move forward or holding me back? If it's not bringing peace, purpose, or progress, it's a no. In the end, the power of saying no isn't just about time management. It's about life management. It's about living intentionally, not reactively. It's about taking back control of your time, your energy, and your direction. Because when you stop saying yes to everything, you start saying yes to yourself, to your goals, your peace, your purpose, your future. So remember this, you can't do everything, but you can do what matters. And to do what matters, you must protect your time like it's gold. Learn the art of saying no, not with anger, but with clarity, strength, and love for your own life. The moment you do, you'll feel something powerful, freedom. Freedom from pressure, freedom from guilt, freedom from distraction. That's the gift of saying no. It's not rejection, it's direction. When you master it, you'll no longer be pulled in every direction. You'll be walking confidently toward the life you truly want. And that's the power of saying no. Saying no is not just a skill, it's a mindset. It's the decision to live life on purpose instead of by pressure. Most people live in reaction mode. They wake up and instantly respond to messages, emails, calls, and requests. Their entire day gets shaped by what other people want. But when you take control of your yes and your no, you start living from intention instead of reaction. You become the driver, not the passenger. Let's be honest, society teaches us to say yes. From a young age, we're told to be polite, to please others, to avoid disappointing people. But no one teaches us that every yes costs something. Every yes takes time from something else. When you say yes to every event, every call, every favor, you're quietly saying no to your dreams, to your rest, to your personal growth. That's why so many people feel stuck, not because they don't work hard, but because they work hard on the wrong things. There's a story of a man who tried to help everyone. Whenever someone asked for a favor, he said yes. He believed that being helpful made him kind and respected. But over time, he felt exhausted and empty. He was doing so much for others that he had no time for himself. One day, he realized something powerful. Being available to everyone made him unavailable to his own goals. That's when he learned to say no, not out of selfishness, but out of self-respect. And that decision changed everything. You see, saying no doesn't close doors, it opens better ones. When you clear out what doesn't matter, space appears for what truly does. When you say no to noise, focus grows. When you say no to things that drain you, energy returns. When you say no to others' expectations, peace arrives. The world becomes quieter, and your mind becomes clearer. Think about your phone battery. If you keep too many apps running in the background, your battery drains fast. You don't even notice it happening, but by the end of the day, you're out of power. Your life works the same way. Every unnecessary yes is like another app running in the background, stealing your energy. If you want your battery to last longer, close those apps. Close those commitments that don't serve your goals. Protect your energy for what matters. Another reason people struggle to say no is fear. Fear of missing out, fear of disappointing others, fear of conflict. But here's something to remember. Every time you say yes out of fear, you give fear more control over your life. Real strength is quiet and firm. It's saying, I choose what's right for me, even when others don't understand. You're not meant to please everyone. You're meant to live your truth. Let's use a real example. Imagine you're working on your dream. Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, or improving your health. A friend calls and says, come out tonight, it'll be fun. You've already planned to work on your goal, but you feel pressure. You don't want to say no and seem boring. So you say yes. One night won't hurt, right? But that night becomes a pattern. One missed hour becomes a week, then a month. Before you know it, your dream fades because you kept saying yes to comfort and no to growth. Now imagine you said no. You stay home, you work, you make progress. That one no wasn't rejection, it was a seed. Over time, those small, firm decisions grow into something powerful. The book gets written. The body gets stronger. The business gets built. Success doesn't come from saying yes to everything. It comes from saying no to almost everything except what truly matters. You owe yourself that focus. You owe yourself that peace. Think about what kind of life you want. Do you want a life full of half-done goals and endless obligations? Or a life full of meaning, where every action moves you closer to your purpose? You can't have both. One requires boundaries. The other demands exhaustion. Saying no also teaches people how to treat you. If you always say yes, people will keep expecting it. They'll think your time is flexible and your boundaries don't exist. But when you start saying no, you set a standard. You show them that your time is valuable. Some people won't like it. That's okay. The right ones will respect it. You might lose a few people when you start saying no, but you'll gain something far more valuable, self-respect. You'll gain time for rest, for thinking, for doing the things that feed your soul. You'll gain focus. You'll gain confidence. You'll walk lighter because you're no longer carrying the weight of everyone's expectations. Saying no doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It means you start caring about yourself too. You can still be kind, helpful, and generous, just not at the cost of your peace. You can still support others, but only when it doesn't destroy your balance. Helping people is beautiful, but helping everyone all the time will leave you broken. One trick that helps is pausing before saying yes. When someone asks for your time, don't respond right away. Take a breath. Ask yourself, does this fit with my goals? Does it bring me peace or stress? Will I regret this later? That pause gives you power. Most bad decisions come from quick yes. Most wise decisions come from thoughtful pauses. Another way to say no is to replace guilt with gratitude. Instead of feeling bad for turning something down, remind yourself of what you're saying yes to. Your growth, your focus, your peace. Be proud of that. Protecting your time is not a weakness. It's a sign of maturity. Remember, every time you say no to the wrong thing, you're saying yes to your best self. You're saying yes to your dream, your vision, your purpose. And those yes are the ones that build your future. So stop apologizing for having boundaries. Stop feeling guilty for choosing yourself. Start living with intention. Say no when you need to. Say it with confidence. Say it with peace. Because one strong no today can save you from 100 regrets tomorrow. The power of saying no is the power of freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to grow. Freedom to focus. When you learn this, life gets simpler. You'll stop being pulled in every direction and start walking your own path. The noise fades, the pressure lifts, and clarity begins. And when you finally realize that saying no doesn't make you mean, it makes you free, that's the moment your life begins to change. Because when you stop living for everyone else's approval, you finally start living for your own purpose. That's not selfish, that's smart. That's strength. That's control. So remember this truth. The word no is not negative. It's powerful. It's your tool to protect your time, your peace, and your purpose. Use it wisely, use it often, and never be afraid of it. Because the moment you master the art of saying no, you'll discover something priceless, the power to finally say yes to the life you truly want. Chapter 4. Build a schedule that serves you. Your schedule should not be your enemy. It should be your ally. Many people wake up every day reacting to life instead of leading it. They rush from one task to another, trying to catch up, and at the end of the day, they feel drained but unfulfilled. That's not living, that's surviving. The truth is, your time belongs to you, but if you don't plan it, someone else will. A schedule is not a prison, it's a map. It gives direction, focus, and peace. When you take control of your calendar, you take control of your life. Start by asking yourself one simple question. What truly matters to me? Not what other people expect from you, not what your boss, friends, or social media say you should do, but what you want. Because if your schedule doesn't reflect your priorities, it will reflect someone else's. Many people live on autopilot, saying yes to meetings they don't need, scrolling through their phones without purpose, and letting hours disappear into distractions. Imagine what would happen if you took those wasted hours and invested them in yourself. Learning, growing, improving, building something meaningful. That's the difference between living with purpose and just existing. To build a schedule that serves you, start with your goals. Write them down clearly. What do you want to accomplish this week, this month, this year? Once you have those goals, break them down into smaller steps and place them into your calendar. Every block of time should have a purpose, whether it's work, rest, or personal growth. For example, if you want to get healthier, schedule your workouts like appointments. Don't say, "I'll work out when I have time." You make time. If you want to read more, don't wait until you feel like it. Put reading in your daily schedule. Discipline isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. Now, let's talk about morning routines. The way you start your day shapes your entire mindset. When you wake up and immediately check your phone, you hand your focus to the world before you even take your first step. But when you begin your day with intention, whether it's exercise, journaling, meditation, or planning your goals, you tell your mind, "I'm in charge." For instance, successful people like Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, start their day early, focusing on priorities before the world wakes up. You don't need to copy anyone's routine exactly. Just design one that fits your energy and goals. Also, remember to schedule rest. Too many people burn out because they think rest is a reward. It's not. Rest is fuel. It's what keeps you strong enough to keep going. Imagine trying to drive a car without ever refueling. You wouldn't get far. Your body and mind are the same. Include breaks, sleep, and fun in your schedule. Productivity is not about being busy. It's about being balanced. When your mind is clear and your body is rested, your performance doubles. Avoid overloading your days. A common mistake is trying to do too much. You end up rushing, stressed, and disappointed because you didn't finish everything. Instead, focus on a few important things that truly matter. Quality beats quantity every time. Ask yourself, what 3 things must I finish today to feel proud when I go to bed? That question helps you stay grounded and focused. Let's talk about boundaries. Protect your schedule like your most valuable asset, because it is. If someone asks for your time, think before you agree. Every yes you give is a no to something else. If you say yes to every request, you'll soon have no time for yourself. Learn to say no politely, but firmly. For example, if a friend asks you to hang out during your study time, say, "I'd love to, but I already have plans to work on my goals tonight. How about this weekend?" That's how you stay committed without feeling guilty. Technology can also serve or destroy your schedule. Your phone can either be your tool or your trap. Use it wisely. Try time-blocking apps or calendars that help you stay organized, but also set limits. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Schedule times to check your messages instead of reacting all day. The goal is to be in control, not constantly distracted. And don't forget reflection. Every week, take a few minutes to review your schedule. Ask yourself, what worked well? What wasted my time? What can I improve next week? This reflection keeps you aware and intentional. Remember, your schedule is not set in stone, it's a living system. Adjust it as your life changes. What matters is progress, not perfection. Finally, remember this: a well-built schedule gives you freedom. It may sound strange, but structure creates space for creativity, peace, and self-growth. When you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, life feels lighter. You no longer wake up feeling lost or overwhelmed. You wake up with direction and purpose. Your time is your life. Every hour is a piece of it. Don't give it away carelessly. Build your days like a designer builds a masterpiece, with vision, intention, and balance. When you learn to manage your time, you stop being a passenger and become the driver of your own destiny. Because in the end, it's not about having time. It's about making time for what truly matters. Let's go deeper, because building a schedule that serves you isn't just about writing plans on paper. It's about building habits that last. A schedule is only as powerful as the discipline behind it. Many people make perfect plans on Sunday night, only to ignore them by Tuesday morning. Why? Because they haven't built the mindset to stay consistent. You can have the best calendar in the world, but if your habits don't support it, it's just ink on a page. The first step to consistency is understanding why your schedule matters. You're not doing it just to be organized. You're doing it to build a life that feels meaningful. Every planned hour moves you closer to the person you want to become. When you schedule your morning routine, your study time, or your work sessions, you're not just managing time. You're shaping your future. You're proving to yourself that your goals matter enough to deserve space in your day. But there will be days when things don't go as planned. Life happens: emergencies, bad moods, fatigue, unexpected calls. That's normal. The key is to be flexible, but never careless. If something interrupts your plan, don't throw away the whole day. Adjust it. Move the task, not your goal. For example, if you miss your workout in the morning, do it in the evening. If you couldn't read for an hour, read for 15 minutes before bed. What matters is staying committed, even when it's imperfect. Winners adapt, they don't quit. Another secret to a schedule that works is prioritization. Not all tasks are equal. Some push you forward, others just keep you busy. Learn to tell the difference. Use the Big 3 rule. Every morning, write down the 3 most important things you must do that day. If you complete those 3, you've already won the day. This method helps you focus on progress, not perfection. You don't need to do everything. You need to do the right things. And here's something powerful: protect your focus zones. These are blocks of time when you do your most important work, with no distractions, no noise, no interruptions. During that time, turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and tell others you're unavailable. Treat that time like gold, because it is. That's when deep work happens, the kind that changes your life. Even 2 focused hours a day can transform your results if you guard them fiercely. When you plan your day, also think about your energy, not just your hours. We all have times when we feel sharp and focused, and times when we feel tired. Don't waste your best energy on meaningless tasks. If you're most alert in the morning, use that time for your hardest work. If your energy dips in the afternoon, do lighter tasks then, like emails, organization, or errands. Align your schedule with your natural rhythm. That's how you work with yourself, not against yourself. Let's talk about the evening routine, because how you end your day shapes how you begin the next one. Before bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, what did I accomplish? What can I do better tomorrow? Write down your goals for the next day. This small act clears your mind and gives you a head start. It helps you wake up knowing exactly what to do. No confusion, no wasted time. Now, here's a truth many people ignore. Your environment shapes your schedule. You can't expect to stay disciplined in a chaotic space. If your desk is messy, your mind will be too. Clean your surroundings. Keep your workspace simple and inspiring. Your environment should remind you of your goals, not your distractions. For example, if you want to read more, keep a book beside your bed instead of your phone. Small changes like this can have massive effects over time. Also, remember that your schedule is a reflection of your values. If you say family is important, but your calendar has no time for them, there's a disconnect. If you say health matters, but you never plan time to move or rest, something's off. Look at your schedule and ask, does this show what I truly care about? Because if it doesn't, it's time to make changes. Let's face it, building a life that serves you takes courage. It means saying no to comfort and yes to discipline. It means planning your day when others waste theirs. It means doing what most people won't, so you can live how most people can't. But the reward is priceless: peace of mind, freedom, and progress. One more thing, don't fall into the trap of perfectionism. Your schedule doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. What matters is consistency. Small improvements, repeated daily, create massive results. If you improve just 1% each day, in 1 year you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of steady effort. So, start simple. Take one day, plan your morning, block your focus time, protect your breaks, and end with reflection. Then repeat. Soon, your schedule won't feel like a task. It will feel like your rhythm. You'll wake up knowing what to do, how to do it, and why it matters. You'll stop living in chaos and start living in control. Because when your schedule serves you, your life begins to move in the direction you choose, not by chance, but by design. And that's when real freedom begins. Not when you have endless time, but when you know exactly what to do with the time you already have. Chapter 5. Focus like a warrior. Focus is your secret weapon in a world full of noise. Every day, hundreds of things fight for your attention: your phone, messages, people, and even your own thoughts. But the truth is simple. The one who controls their focus controls their future. You can have all the talent in the world, but without focus, you'll scatter your power everywhere and achieve nothing. Focus is what turns effort into results. It's what separates dreamers from doers, talkers from achievers. Think of a warrior before battle. He doesn't swing his sword in every direction. He studies his target, stays still, and strikes with precision. That's how your focus should be: sharp, calm, and deliberate. Most people lose not because they lack ability, but because they can't hold their attention long enough to win. They start one thing, get distracted, and jump to another. They scroll, switch, and waste hours on meaningless things, then wonder why they feel stuck. But once you learn to guard your focus like a warrior guards his weapon, everything changes. Let's start with this. Focus is not something you're born with. It's something you train. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it to concentrate, the stronger it gets. The problem is, most people never train it. They let distractions weaken them every single day. You pick up your phone for just 1 minute, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone. You check your messages during work, and your brain loses its rhythm. Studies have shown that it can take your brain more than 20 minutes to fully refocus after a distraction. Imagine how much time that steals from your life. So, how do you build warrior-level focus? You start by creating a battlefield you can control. Eliminate everything that steals your attention. If you're working, put your phone away, not next to you, but out of reach. Close tabs you don't need. Clean your workspace. When your environment is clean, your mind becomes clear. Great focus doesn't come from willpower alone. It comes from preparation. Make your surroundings support your goal, not fight it. Next, train your brain through single tasking. The modern world glorifies multitasking, but that's a trap. Doing many things at once doesn't make you productive. It makes you average at everything. When you multitask, your brain keeps switching gears, wasting energy and reducing performance. Instead, commit to one task at a time, fully. If you're reading, just read. If you're writing, just write. If you're working out, just focus on your breath and movement. Give your full attention to the present moment. That's how you train deep focus. A great example of this is athletes. When a football player steps onto the field, he doesn't think about his phone, his problems, or tomorrow's plans. His mind is locked in the game. One play, one decision, one goal. That's why top performers seem almost superhuman. They live fully in the moment. You can bring that same energy into your work, your studies, and your goals. You don't need to be faster. You just need to be present. To sharpen your focus even more, practice the 90-10 rule. 90% focus, 10% break. Work deeply for 90 minutes, then take a 10-minute rest. During those 90 minutes, cut all distractions. No checking your phone, no switching tasks, no interruptions. Just pure focus. When you finish, give your brain a small break. Stretch, breathe, drink water. This rhythm trains your mind to stay sharp without burning out. Many of the world's top creators, writers, and entrepreneurs use this method because it keeps them in flow while protecting their energy. And here's something most people forget. Focus starts before you begin. You can't expect to have deep concentration if your mind is full of clutter. That's why a short pre-focus ritual helps. Before you start working, take a minute to breathe deeply, close your eyes, and remind yourself of your mission. Ask yourself, what do I need to accomplish in this next hour? Once your mind knows the target, it's easier to aim. This small ritual creates mental clarity and prepares you to perform like a warrior going into battle. But the biggest enemy of focus is mental noise, the thoughts that pull you in every direction. What if I fail? What will people think? Maybe I should check my phone. These are like enemies sneaking into your camp. You must recognize them and push them out. When your mind drifts, don't get angry or frustrated. Just bring your attention back gently, again and again. That's how focus is built, through repetition. Just like muscles grow with training, your attention grows with consistency. Another powerful technique is visualization. Before starting a task, imagine yourself doing it with total focus, calm, confident, unstoppable. Picture yourself finishing it and feeling proud. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. It will start to align with that image. That's why elite athletes visualize their performances before every game. You can do the same for your daily goals. Also, don't underestimate the power of your energy. Focus needs fuel. If you're tired, dehydrated, or mentally overloaded, your focus will fade. Get enough sleep, drink water, move your body, and eat healthy. A clear mind needs a strong body. Even short walks or stretching between tasks can refresh your concentration. A warrior never goes into battle weak. They prepare their body and mind. You should too. One more thing. Protect your focus from people who don't value it. Some people will interrupt you, talk about unimportant things, or drag you into their distractions. Learn to say, I'm working right now, I'll talk later. Be kind but firm. Remember, every time you say yes to a distraction, you say no to your dreams. Lastly, celebrate your moments of deep focus. Every time you complete a task without distraction, you're getting stronger. You're training your mind to obey you, not the world around you. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Soon, you'll notice something amazing. You'll get more done in one focused hour than most people do in a whole day of chaos. Focus is your superpower. It doesn't matter how big your dreams are. If you can focus, you can build them. It's not about working longer. It's about working with precision. The world will always try to pull you in 1,000 directions. But if you train your mind like a warrior, no distraction can defeat you. Remember this truth. Your future depends on where your focus goes. So aim it wisely, because whatever you give your attention to grows. Let's go even deeper, because mastering focus isn't just about blocking distractions. It's about transforming the way you see your time, your mind, and your goals. Focus is not a quick skill you learn overnight. It's a lifestyle. It's a decision you make every single day to choose progress over comfort, purpose over noise. To focus like a warrior, you must understand your mental triggers, the little things that pull your attention away before you even realize it. Maybe it's the sound of your phone buzzing, a notification popping up, or the urge to check social media just for a minute. Each one of these triggers is like an enemy sneaking into your camp, stealing your focus bit by bit. The moment you recognize them, you take your power back. For example, if your phone tempts you, turn it on airplane mode while you work. If you always get distracted after 10 minutes, set a timer and challenge yourself to stay focused until it rings. Turn your distractions into a game you win daily. Here's something most people never realize. Focus doesn't only happen during work. It starts with what you do before and after you work. What you do in the morning sets the tone for your mind all day. If you wake up and instantly check your phone, your attention becomes scattered. You start your day reacting to the world instead of leading it. But if you begin with stillness, maybe some deep breathing, journaling, or quiet reflection, you build mental control before the world even reaches you. Your focus grows stronger when your purpose is clear. You can't focus deeply on something you don't care about. Think about it. Have you ever lost yourself in a task because it truly mattered to you? Hours passed, but it felt like minutes. That's called flow. It happens when your heart and mind align. To reach that state more often, connect your daily tasks to a bigger reason. Ask yourself, why does this matter? Maybe you're studying because you want to build a better life for your family. Maybe you're training because you want to feel stronger and more confident. When your why is powerful, your focus becomes unshakable. Warrior-level focus also means learning to be comfortable with boredom. Most people quit when things get dull. They want constant excitement, but mastery lives in repetition. The best athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs don't stop when things get boring. They push through. They train their minds to stay locked, and even when the thrill fades. That's what makes them unstoppable. So when you feel bored, remind yourself, this is where champions are made. The moment others quit, you stay. Let's talk about mental resets, because even warriors need to recharge. Focus doesn't mean you never rest. It means you rest wisely. When you feel your concentration slipping, don't fight it. Step away for a few minutes. Stretch, walk, breathe. Look at something distant to relax your eyes. Then return stronger. These short resets keep your brain sharp for longer. Think of it like sharpening a blade. A dull sword won't win any battle, no matter how strong the warrior. Now, one of the biggest enemies of focus is overthinking. Many people lose focus not because of distractions, but because they live in their heads, worrying about the future, regretting the past, doubting themselves. When your mind is full of noise, you can't see clearly. To fix this, practice being fully in the moment. Whatever you're doing, give it your full attention. If you're writing, feel your fingers on the keyboard. If you're training, listen to your breath. If you're talking to someone, truly listen. This presence strengthens your focus in every part of life. Another key to deep focus is creating rituals of concentration. Great performers don't wait for motivation. They have habits that trigger focus automatically. For example, a writer might light a candle before working. A musician might sit in the same chair each time they practice. A student might play instrumental music while studying. These small actions tell your brain, it's focus time. Find your ritual, something simple that helps you switch from distracted mode to warrior mode instantly. And remember, focus is not about perfection, it's about recovery. You will get distracted sometimes. Everyone does. What matters is how quickly you bring your mind back. Each time you notice your focus slipping and return to your task, you're training your brain to obey you. The faster you recover, the stronger your focus becomes. Think of it like lifting weights. Every rep makes your attention muscle stronger. Let's also talk about the connection between focus and peace. Many people think focus is about intensity, but true focus feels calm. It's not forced or tense. It's a quiet kind of power, like a warrior who knows he's ready. When you're deeply focused, the world around you fades away. Time slows down. You feel lighter. That peace is what your mind craves. It's the reward of being fully present. Here's something powerful to remember. Distractions feel urgent, but they're not important. Checking your phone, watching one more video, replying to messages. They feel like small things, but they eat away at your future. Every time you give in, you're training your brain to chase comfort instead of progress. So next time you feel tempted to stop working, remind yourself, my future self is watching. Work for the version of you that deserves success. Finally, focus like a warrior means making a decision every single day to protect your mind from the chaos of the world. The world will try to pull you in every direction, trends, opinions, noise, endless scrolling. But your mission is simple, stay locked in. One task, one purpose, one goal at a time. That's how you rise while others drift. So train your mind every day. Cut off distractions like a warrior cuts off weakness. Prepare your space, protect your time, and move with intention. You'll notice something change. Your work will get better, your thoughts clearer, your confidence higher. You'll stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter and pour it into what truly does. And that's when you'll realize the truth. The real power isn't just in focus itself, but in who you become because of it. Calm, sharp, unstoppable, like a warrior who doesn't chase everything, because he already knows exactly what he's fighting for. Chapter 6. Turn discipline into freedom. Discipline is often misunderstood. Many think it's about restriction, about saying no to pleasure and forcing yourself through pain. But the truth is the opposite. Discipline is the path to freedom. It's the tool that gives you control over your life, your choices, and your results. Without discipline, Your days are ruled by impulses, distractions, and other people's demands. You react. You procrastinate. You drift. But with discipline, you lead. You make intentional choices, and suddenly, you're free. Free to focus, free to grow, free to live the life you want. The first step to using discipline as freedom is understanding that small daily actions compound into massive results. You don't become fit overnight, write a book in a day, or master a skill instantly. But if you train your body for 15 minutes a day, read 10 pages each morning, or practice your craft consistently, the results stack. Over months and years, those small actions create a life most people think requires luck or talent. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. Think about it like planting a garden. You can scatter seeds anywhere, whenever, without care. Some might grow, most won't. But if you water them consistently, remove weeds, and give them sunlight every day, a few small seeds will turn into a thriving garden. That garden is your life. Discipline is the daily care that transforms potential into reality. Without it, dreams stay seeds in your pocket. Discipline also gives you mental freedom. When you follow habits and routines consistently, your decisions become easier. You don't waste energy deciding whether to work, eat healthy, or focus on your goals. Your discipline makes it automatic. That energy can then go toward creative thinking, solving problems, and building your future. Without discipline, your mind is cluttered. Every choice becomes a battle, and by the end of the day, your energy is spent. With discipline, you free your mind from small battles, so it can fight the big ones. Here's a real-life example. Athletes follow strict routines: diet, exercise, sleep, practice. At first, it feels limiting. They can't eat whatever they want, stay up late, or skip training. But in the long run, this discipline gives them freedom. Freedom to compete at the highest level. Freedom to achieve victories most people only dream of. Their small daily actions create massive possibilities. Your life works the same way. Discipline isn't punishment, it's the ticket to freedom. Another important point: discipline teaches you control over your impulses. We live in a world designed for instant gratification. Notifications, snacks, entertainment, and distractions are everywhere, pulling you toward temporary pleasure. If you give in to every urge, you become a slave to the moment. But when you train yourself to act intentionally, to say no to what doesn't matter, you gain control over your time and energy. That control is freedom. The more you practice, the less the world can pull you off your path. Start small. You don't need to overhaul your life in a day. Choose one area: waking up early, exercise, focused work, reading, or healthy eating, and commit. Follow it daily, without exception. Even a few minutes a day, repeated, transforms your habits and your life. The secret is consistency, not intensity. It's the small, repeated actions that make discipline unstoppable. Discipline also helps you fight procrastination, which is the biggest thief of freedom. When you have a disciplined routine, there's no space for hesitation. You know what to do, and you do it. Procrastination feeds on uncertainty and lack of structure. When your actions are clear and automatic, it has nowhere to grow. That's why top performers often work at the same times, in the same spaces, following the same habits. It keeps procrastination powerless. Your environment can reinforce discipline. Surround yourself with tools, reminders, and spaces that support your habits. A clean workspace encourages focus. A calendar filled with intentional actions guides your day. A supportive community reminds you of your goals. The right environment makes discipline easier, and easier discipline makes freedom more accessible. Discipline doesn't mean doing everything perfectly. Freedom isn't about being rigid. It's about having control. You will face challenges, setbacks, and days when you slip. That's normal. The key is to return immediately, without judgment, and continue. Each time you get back on track, you strengthen your self-control, your resilience, and your freedom. Small failures aren't the end, they're practice for mastery. Here's a story to illustrate. Imagine a student who wants to master a skill. Each day, he dedicates 30 minutes to practice. Some days he's tired, some days distracted, but he shows up. Months later, his skill is far ahead of peers who practiced only when motivated. His discipline gave him the freedom to excel, to create opportunities, to shape his future, all because he acted consistently, even when it was difficult. That's the power of turning discipline into freedom. Discipline also frees you from stress. When your life is unplanned and reactive, you constantly worry about deadlines, obligations, and unfinished tasks. Discipline removes that chaos. A routine, even a simple one, gives structure. You know what comes next. You know your priorities. You no longer feel lost because your days run smoothly. That structure gives peace, which is another form of freedom. Finally, understand this. Freedom without discipline is an illusion. Many people think freedom is doing whatever they want whenever they want. But true freedom is being able to use your time, energy, and focus to build the life you want. Discipline gives you that power. Each habit, each routine, each intentional action compounds into mastery over your own life. You stop being a passenger and become the pilot. You stop reacting to the world and start creating your world. So start today. Pick one habit, follow it consistently, guard your time, and act intentionally. Discipline will feel uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is temporary. The rewards, freedom, control, peace, and growth last a lifetime. The more disciplined you become, the more life opens up before you. What once felt like limitation becomes liberation. And that is the ultimate power. The freedom to live life on your terms, without distraction, without chaos, without regret. When you embrace discipline, you realize that every choice, every action, and every habit is a tool for freedom. Your days stop running you. You start running them. Your life stops being chaotic. It becomes intentional. And that is how ordinary actions, repeated consistently, turn into extraordinary results. Discipline is the key, and freedom is the door. Walk through it. Chapter 7. Make every minute meaningful. Life is made of minutes. Every hour, every moment, every second is a building block of your story. Yet most people live as if time is endless. They scroll, they scroll, they scroll. They rush through tasks without thinking, and by the end of the day, they wonder where it all went. But life doesn't reward busyness. It rewards intention. The people who achieve the most, who feel fulfilled, are not those who work the longest hours. They are the ones who make every minute count. To make every minute meaningful, you must first be aware of how you spend them. Most minutes pass unnoticed because we let them. You check your phone while waiting in line, glance at social media before bed, scroll through emails in the morning. Each of these tiny fragments adds up. If you add them together, you realize that hours of potential growth and progress are wasted every week. Awareness is the first step. Observe your daily routines honestly and ask yourself, where did my time go today? Did I make it meaningful? Next, learn to plan your minutes with purpose. This doesn't mean every second needs a task or schedule, but it does mean that your day should reflect your priorities. Your minutes should serve your goals, your growth, your peace. If your goal is to get healthier, spend your waiting minutes stretching or walking instead of scrolling. If your goal is to learn, read a few pages during your commute. If your goal is to create, use small pockets of time to work on your craft. Minutes may seem small, but they compound into hours, days, and eventually, a life transformed. Another secret to meaningful minutes is presence. How often do you rush through meals, conversations, or tasks without truly being there? You think about the next meeting, the next project, or a problem from yesterday. But life happens in the present. When you give your full attention to what you're doing, even small moments become powerful. For example, listening to someone fully without distraction strengthens your relationships. Drinking your coffee slowly, savoring the flavor, can calm your mind and set a positive tone. Every minute lived fully, not in autopilot, adds value to your day. Focus on quality over quantity. Many people fill their time with activity and confuse it with productivity. But doing many things poorly is not progress. Doing a few things well, with intention and effort, is where growth happens. If you spend 1 hour fully concentrating on learning a skill, you gain far more than if you spend 3 distracted hours. Commit to high-quality minutes. Protect them. Guard them. Treat them like the precious resource they are. Also, embrace the power of small actions. You don't need hours to make a difference. A 5-minute conversation with a loved one, a 10-minute walk, a short moment of reflection, a single page of reading. All these fragments are meaningful when done with purpose. Think of life as a mosaic. Each meaningful minute is a tile. Over time, those tiles form a masterpiece. Ignore them, and your mosaic remains incomplete. Eliminate distractions to protect your minutes. Notifications, interruptions, and meaningless habits steal time faster than almost anything else. Turn off unnecessary alerts, set boundaries, and give yourself space to focus on what matters. Even 10 uninterrupted minutes of deep work is worth more than an hour of scattered attention. Discipline your environment to serve your intentions, and your minutes will no longer slip away unnoticed. Reflection is also key. Take time at the end of each day to review how you spent your minutes. Celebrate the moments where you acted intentionally, where you chose growth, peace, or productivity. Notice where time was wasted and consider how to reclaim it tomorrow. Reflection turns minutes into lessons, lessons into habits, and habits into transformation. Meaningful minutes also require alignment with your goals. Ask yourself constantly, does what I'm doing now move me closer to my dreams, or am I wasting precious time? If the answer is no, adjust immediately. Every choice, no matter how small, has consequences. When you align your actions with your purpose, even ordinary minutes gain extraordinary significance. Consider your day as a series of tiny victories. Each completed task, each focused moment, each intentional act is a win. Over time, these small victories build momentum, confidence, and a life of accomplishment. People often wait for big events to feel success, but success is crafted in the small, consistent, intentional moments that most people ignore. Your minutes can also be moments of growth and reflection. Even when you feel stuck or tired, you can turn a few minutes into learning. Listen to an inspiring podcast, journal your thoughts, or meditate. These small moments of intentional growth add up, shaping your mind, your skills, and your mindset. The key is to treat each minute as an opportunity, not a gap to fill. Finally, remember this: making every minute meaningful is about choice. You can scroll, react, and drift, or you can act, focus, and grow. Every minute you spend intentionally compounds into a life of purpose. Every minute wasted compounds into regret. The choice is always yours. The life you want is built not in grand gestures, but in consistent, meaningful action, minute by minute. When you understand this, you see time differently. You stop complaining about how fast life moves and start using it deliberately. You begin to live as a creator, not a passenger. Ordinary moments become opportunities, waiting to be transformed by your attention and intention. Your minutes become your legacy. So start now. Choose to make each minute meaningful. Protect it. Invest it. Live it fully. Because a life lived with intention in every moment is a life without regret, full of growth, peace, and achievement. Every minute counts, and when you claim it, your life transforms. Let's go further, because making every minute meaningful is more than just acting intentionally. It's about creating a mindset that values time as your most precious asset. Most people think about success in terms of years or months, but the truth is, your life is made of moments. Every minute carries the potential to move you closer to your goals or pull you away from them. The more you treat each minute as meaningful, the more powerful your life becomes. One key principle is deliberate action. Don't let minutes pass by on autopilot. Even mundane tasks can be transformed into growth if you approach them deliberately. If you're cleaning, focus on doing it efficiently and thoroughly. If you're exercising, pay attention to your form and breathing. If you're reading, fully absorb what the words are teaching you. Each action, when done with purpose, multiplies its impact. You're no longer wasting time. You're building skill, discipline, and strength in every moment. Time blocking is another tool for meaningful minutes. Divide your day into chunks dedicated to specific goals and guard them fiercely. For example, designate one block for learning, one for work, one for family, and one for rest. Treat these blocks as sacred. During these periods, be fully present. Avoid multitasking or letting distractions steal your focus. Even short blocks of deep work produce results far beyond hours of scattered effort. Meaningful minutes also come from connecting with others intentionally. Many relationships suffer because people are present physically but absent mentally. When you talk to someone, really listen. Put away your phone. Ask questions, show interest, and be fully engaged. A 10-minute conversation done with presence can be more impactful than an hour of distracted small talk. Relationships are a core part of life, and investing intentional minutes in them pays dividends in love, trust, and support. Another way to make every minute meaningful is to link small actions to long-term goals. Every choice matters. Reading 10 pages daily leads to finishing dozens of books each year. Saving a small amount consistently grows into financial freedom. Exercising 20 minutes a day builds a strong body over time. Don't underestimate the power of tiny, purposeful steps. They are the foundation of extraordinary achievement. Reflection is critical for meaningful minutes. At the end of the day, review what you accomplished, what you learned, and what you could improve. This reflection turns ordinary moments into lessons and insights. It strengthens awareness, accountability, and intentionality. Life flows faster than most people realize, but reflection slows it down in a productive way. It gives clarity, direction, and purpose for the minutes ahead. Presence and mindfulness also amplify meaning. When you fully immerse yourself in whatever you are doing, time stretches, quality increases, and stress decreases. Whether you're cooking, writing, working, or simply walking outside, focus on what's happening right now. Avoid thinking about the past or worrying about the future. The present is the only time where real action and growth happen. Each fully lived minute is a victory. And here's the secret. Freedom comes from making minutes meaningful. When you know that every minute can be used for progress, rest, growth, or connection, you feel more in control. You no longer waste energy feeling rushed or overwhelmed. You can relax, knowing that you are investing time wisely. Busyness becomes purpose. Stress transforms into clarity. Your life becomes intentional, not chaotic. Don't forget that every minute is an opportunity for self-improvement. You can learn something new, practice a skill, or take one small step toward your dreams in just a few minutes. Even waiting in line, riding the bus, or standing in traffic can become productive if you choose to make it so. Carry a book, a journal, or use your mind for reflection. Minutes are like currency. You can spend them randomly, or you can invest them for a lifetime of returns. Finally, embrace the mindset that nothing is too small to matter. Every minute holds potential. Every small action, repeated consistently, builds habits, momentum, and mastery. Your future self is shaped by the choices you make right now, minute by minute. A single intentional minute compounds into days, weeks, and years of progress. A single wasted minute compounds into lost opportunity. The choice is always yours. When you commit to making every minute meaningful, your life transforms. Ordinary routines become stepping stones to extraordinary results. Stress fades because you are in control. Growth accelerates because your attention is focused. Peace emerges because each day aligns with your values and purpose. Every second counts, and when you claim them intentionally, your life becomes a masterpiece built moment by moment. So act now. Look at the minutes in your day as treasures and treat them with care. Fill them with intention, purpose, and presence. Protect them from distraction, invest them in growth, and use them to move closer to your goals. Your minutes are your life. Make each one meaningful and watch your world change. Chapter 8. Live in control. Living in control is the ultimate goal. It's not about rigid schedules or perfection. It's about having mastery over your time, your choices, and your energy. Most people drift through life, reacting to circumstances, obligations, and distractions. They feel busy but powerless, trapped in endless chaos. True control, however, starts with a mindset, a commitment that you will no longer be at the mercy of your day. You decide what matters, what gets attention, and what gets left behind. When you live in control, every action becomes deliberate, every moment intentional, and every decision a step toward your vision of life. The first step is to take responsibility for your time. No one else can do it for you. It's tempting to blame a busy schedule, work demands, or family obligations, but these are only circumstances. What you control is your response. You choose what gets prioritized, what you say yes to, and what you refuse. Start treating time as the most valuable resource you own, because it is. Every minute that passes is gone forever. By claiming responsibility, you shift from being reactive to proactive, and that is the foundation of control. Next, you need a system for managing your day. Chaos disappears when you know what to do and when to do it. This doesn't mean a rigid clock controlling every second. but a flexible plan aligned with your priorities. For example, allocate blocks of time for your most important tasks, focus periods, family time, rest, and learning. Protect these blocks fiercely. The world will always try to steal your time, but when you defend your schedule, you create freedom within structure. A key part of control is deciding your priorities clearly. Most people say yes to everything and then wonder why their goals aren't moving forward. Saying no is not selfish, it's strategic. When you prioritize what matters most, you give yourself permission to say no to the rest. For instance, if your top goal is health, you will prioritize workouts and proper meals even if friends want to go out. If your top goal is creating or learning, you will dedicate focused time, ignoring distractions. Each yes and no becomes a tool for living deliberately. Energy management is another secret of control. Time alone is not enough. You can have hours blocked on a calendar, but still feel powerless if your mind and body are drained. Protect your sleep, your nutrition, and your mental space. Include rest and recovery in your schedule, because fatigue weakens your decision-making and focus. When you manage energy as well as time, you feel stronger, sharper, and more in command of every minute. Control also requires building habits that support your goals. Habits act like autopilot systems for life. When you follow consistent routines for work, learning, exercise, and reflection, you reduce the number of daily decisions and increase the space for focus. This is why discipline is a key ally of control. Each habit is a building block. The more solid your foundation, the easier it becomes to live intentionally without being tossed around by distractions or procrastination. Another critical aspect is being present in the moment. People often feel out of control because they live in the past or worry about the future. Real control exists in the now. When you focus fully on what you are doing, whether it's a task, a conversation, or simply breathing, you gain clarity, efficiency, and satisfaction. The world may rush around you, but your attention stays anchored, and in that anchoring, you find mastery over your life. Reflection and review are essential for long-term control. At the end of each day or week, review what went well, what could improve, and what you want to accomplish next. This habit prevents drifting, aligns your actions with your goals, and ensures continuous improvement. Reflection is like steering a ship. Small course corrections prevent big mistakes later. Without it, you're at the mercy of currents and winds, reacting instead of navigating. Living in control also means being deliberate with your commitments. Every obligation you accept should align with your values and vision. If it doesn't, it becomes a chain pulling you away from your priorities. Learn to protect your time from unnecessary meetings, unproductive conversations, or activities that offer little return. Freedom is not about doing everything. It's about doing what matters with intention. Control isn't about eliminating all challenges. Life will always bring obstacles. The difference is how you respond. A person in control reacts strategically, stays calm, and solves problems efficiently. You anticipate challenges, prepare for them, and act rather than panic. You do not let chaos dictate your mood or decisions. That steadiness itself becomes a form of power. Consider this example. Imagine someone has the goal of writing a book. A person without control spends days reacting to emails, social media, and other people's demands. Progress is slow and frustrating. A person with control sets a writing schedule, eliminates distractions, prioritizes chapters, and uses focus time blocks. Each day, even with challenges, they make measurable progress. That's how control transforms intention into results. Finally, living in control means claiming your time boldly. Stop saying, "I don't have time." Start saying, "I make time for what truly matters." Words shape reality. By committing to your priorities and defending your minutes, you shift from being reactive to proactive. You gain clarity, confidence, and peace. You create momentum, and momentum builds a life that reflects your choices, values, and vision. When you integrate focus, discipline, intentionality, and energy management, you create a personal system of control. Every day becomes predictable in its progress and satisfying in its accomplishments. You are no longer pulled in 1,000 directions. You are the pilot, the leader of your life, the guardian of your time. Every minute becomes an opportunity, and every action serves a purpose. Living in control is not a final destination, it's a lifelong practice. Each day offers new challenges, distractions, and opportunities. But with the mindset and methods you've developed, you are equipped to face them with calm, clarity, and authority. Your life stops being a series of reactions. It becomes a series of choices, each deliberate, each powerful, each meaningful. Claim control of your minutes, your actions, and your energy. Protect your focus, prioritize your goals, and live deliberately. Every choice you make shapes your future. Every moment is a chance to act, grow, and lead your life. When you live in control, you are no longer a passenger in your own story. You are the author. And that is freedom, mastery, and the ultimate way to live. Living in control is about more than schedules and habits. It's about ownership of your life. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every moment you choose to focus reflects who you are becoming. Control is not a skill you practice once. It is a mindset you cultivate daily. When you consistently act with intention, you move from reacting to creating, from drifting to leading. Your life is no longer dictated by chance, other people, or distractions. It is shaped by your choices. One of the most important lessons is prioritizing what truly matters. Time is limited, and attention is precious. Ask yourself every day, what deserves my energy right now? What aligns with my goals, values, and vision? When you answer honestly, everything else becomes secondary. Distractions lose power. Urgent but unimportant tasks no longer control your schedule. You start living in alignment with what is meaningful, and suddenly, your days feel purposeful and rich. Another cornerstone of control is consistency in action. Small daily steps, repeated over time, lead to extraordinary outcomes. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving in the right direction. Even minutes spent intentionally add up to hours, days, and years of progress. Consistency turns discipline into habit, habits into mastery, and mastery into freedom. By showing up every day, you gain momentum that carries you past obstacles, doubt, and distractions. Equally important is self-awareness. When you understand your strengths, weaknesses, energy cycles, and patterns of distraction, you can design your life to support your best self. Awareness allows you to act before distractions or poor choices steal your time. It allows you to know when to push forward and when to rest. By observing your mind and habits, you maintain control even when challenges arise. Living in control also means embracing adaptability within structure. Life is unpredictable. Emergencies happen, plans shift, and opportunities arise unexpectedly. A person in control does not panic. Instead, they adjust while keeping their priorities intact. Their structure provides stability, but their mindset provides flexibility. This combination turns challenges into opportunities rather than stress, making control not rigid but resilient. Finally, remember that control is empowerment. When you manage your time, energy, and focus effectively, you gain freedom to do what truly matters. You are no longer a slave to the clock or to other people's agendas. You can create, grow, and enjoy life fully. Every task becomes purposeful. Every moment carries meaning. Every day is an opportunity to shape your future intentionally. By the end of this journey, the truth is clear. You don't need more time, luck, or resources. You need control. Control over your choices, your focus, your habits, and your priorities. When you take this control, life stops feeling chaotic. It becomes intentional, fulfilling, and rich with possibility. Now look at your day. See every minute as a chance to act with purpose. Guard your time, prioritize your goals, and protect your focus. Live deliberately. Take responsibility. Make every choice count. Every moment is yours to command. You no longer say, "I don't have time." You now say, "I make time for what truly matters." That is living in control. That is freedom. That is the life you were meant to lead. And with that, your journey to mastering your time, focus, and life begins, with clarity, purpose, and power guiding every step.